I grew up in a village called Kunveni. That's in the center of Swaziland. I was studying in Kunveni Primary School, Kunveni Preschool, and Kunveni High School as well. I wanted to change schools, but the conditions wouldn't allow me. My parents couldn't afford, so I had to continue from preschool to high school, moving to the same place. It wasn't easy, but it was workable. Okay.
So you've forgotten all the guys.
Don't mind you. Okay. In school, I was hardworking, but things were not just successful at all. From primary school, I've been working hard, studying hard, but I was not just making it. I've been trying all my best. At home, they were giving us enough time to study, but the results at the end of the year were not good at all. From grade 1 up until high school, my grades were not so impressing, even to myself. And at home, they were only taking something like position 1 to position 5, and it was a bad thing when you couldn't do what your parents want you to do, and there's always a prize for everything. So it means I couldn't get the prize. From childhood, it has been depressing me not to get the marks that I want to get, despite of the fact that I'm even working hard, I'm given enough time to study. And you know, when parents give you enough time to study, they feel like you are wasting the time if the results at the end of the year, they are not showing any improvement or progress. From grade 1 up to grade 7, I've never got a pass. I've been promoted, which means the teachers just look over your behavior at school and your marks. They say that maybe next year you will do it, maybe in the following grade you will pass. But they've been saying maybe and maybe until I completed primary school without a pass. But thank God, on my external exam in grade 7, I worked my best and I got a second, which means I passed. All this is, it's not that my results were very bad, but they were bad because I wasn't getting a pass. But my major problem was English. It's been a barrier. And moving on to high school, I wanted to change to another school. I remember I applied to Salesian High School, where only guys go there. It's the common school, known school for guys. And when you go there, you seem to be cool. So I wanted to be cool to go to Salesian High School. I went to write the exams and I made it and I passed. They accepted me. But after that, my father said he can't pay for us there. So I had to drop out and continue at Kunveni. I went to Kunveni High School, started doing my Form 1 there, and still my results were depressing. I didn't make it first term, second term, third term. Third term they promoted me. So my father found a good reason. You see, if you went to Salesian, you have wasted transport money and still failed. So it's even better now you are here. You are here, you can walk to school, and the school, they know you, they are used to you. So I worked hard going to my Form 2. Luckily, in Form 2, there was a twist in my life. When a new teacher came to school, he came as a student teacher to teach for a while. I was teaching mathematics. And he monitored me, gave me extra time, motivated me, and encouraged me to work hard. And it helped me a lot because my results changed. And in Form 2, we're making choices to choose the subjects that you are good at. And I chose accounting and bookkeeping. So I was doing those subjects, and that's when I started discovering that I can do something. Through him monitoring me, it changed my life, even though he was there for a short while. But after he left, another teacher came through, and she monitored me up until I completed my high school. So my Form 2, my results improved very much, such that I was making it to the top 5 in class, but still I was failing because English was the problem at that moment. But the results were not very bad. So through those years, I started working hard, and giving enough time to my studies, despite of the situations around. But I was working hard, even though things at home were not so good, and my parents were not able to pay school fees in time. Sometimes we spend some weeks, days at home without going to school because you didn't pay school fees. But the hard work helped me to make it through, because I wouldn't say I was taking that time when I'm sent home to study. All I would do, I would just be depressed about that I'm not going to school, why others are going to school. Sometimes when there are school trips, we wouldn't be able to attend them because parents will tell you that the money is not enough. You have to either we choose, we pay for food, we buy food, or pay for school fees, or you go and enjoy the trip for a day. I finished my high school, my secondary school, and I did my best. I was in the top 5 at high school, and during those holidays, I went to work in a construction company just to provide myself with additional income to buy myself school things. From there, in high school, most of this uniform, most things I'll buy for myself. During holidays, I'll go to work and raise enough money to support myself and help my parents, so that at the end of the day, I'll have something. And I went to Form 4 in high school. Went to school the very first month. They sent us away home because we didn't pay. We spent some weeks home, and it was very depressing at the end of that first term to get very worst results ever in my life. And after we've been known in the school to be among the top 5s, so it was very depressing. And in the second semester, I came back. I tried my best, but my best wasn't enough very well because my parents would still not be able to pay school fees, and the headmistress would send us away home. I remember that we even got beaten that our parents were not able to pay school fees. So we were able to negotiate ourselves with the headmistress that he will allow us to study at that moment, while our still parents are still trying to get money to pay the school fees. So at that time, I worked very hard to improve my marks, to improve myself. And I did my very best, such that at the end of the year, I was made it to be position 1 in my class, and I'll position 2 when it's overall all classes, both A and B. When I look through my school life, I've went through a lot. I've been walking to school from preschool for almost 12 years of school. I've been walking, and winter and summer, sometimes I wouldn't have a uniform. I remember I spent a year going to school without a long trouser and shoes sometimes. I've worked hard during holidays trying to find money to help support my parents so that they can buy me things. And I failed in class for a long time, like failing from grade 1, first term, second term, third term. It's not something interesting. Probably most people, they end up quitting school because when you're working hard, studying every day, but still failing, it depresses you and it demotivates you. But I continued and moved on, continued keeping working hard. Even though situations at home were not so good, even sometimes my parents wouldn't find it hard to provide a meal for us, I continued to keep on working hard. Now I'm currently studying in Europe, studying in Kazan Aviation Institute, doing aircraft maintenance. And I want to encourage someone who might be going through some difficult situations back home. And I want to say that even if you have failed so many times, that's not the end. You can still make it. Don't give up. And trust me and believe me that it's possible if you keep on pushing hard and working hard and being patient with the situation, but don't sit in the situation and relax. Find a way out to help yourself. Sometimes our parents won't be able to afford to get you the things which other friends have, but I'm telling you that if you work hard and try to support them, you too, you can go somewhere, you can reach your goal in life. Sometimes situations are very difficult, such that you wish to quit, but it's necessary that you put more effort. It's necessary that you work hard and ufake amandla, because it's the effort that you put in school, and it's the effort that you put that helps you to go beyond the situation. Ungabuki ukuthi labanye banani wena ude ini, but ufake amandla ngoba lokumcoka is that end of the day you'll be the only one who's going to get the certificate. You are the only one who is going to sit in the exam, and the other people won't be there at that moment. And when you graduate or when you finish school, anyone else doesn't matter at that time. When you finish school, it might happen that you don't see your friends who you're in class with for some years. So, ungabuki ukuthi bona banani. Just focus on what you can do to change the situation, on what you can improve to get the best results ever.